Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes, Mark's hating on his fans, Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lion, household a dangerous alliance. I am a nightmare like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're listening to the In Your House podcast. This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW with Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boys, Con and Hutch, ready to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. And oh yes, I say it all the time. Last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest. Untouchable, ladies and gentlemen, because what do? Oh yeah, that's right. We give you that work. We talk about all the best topics. We get the best guests, and man, we gonna keep it pushing just like we always do. It don't matter the storm because we gonna get through it. So, man, you guys already know what it is. It's In Your House. 14 different countries across these great United States and locally here in Indiana. And I brought my man on, of course, my co-host, my boy, Hutch. How you doing, bro?
I am doing fantastic. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. Good. You had a good weekend?
It was great, man. It was great. Kind of just took the time to, just kind of stepped away from everything a little bit. You know, we had our debut of our OWE weekly show drop.
Oh, super successful.
Yeah, not to toot our own horn here, but beat, gentlemen, because, I could say we nailed it.
I agree.
That was awesome. And all joking aside, that was really great to see, and I love how it turned out.
Yeah. Yep, I agree, man. I agree. Definitely check that out. Excuse me. Definitely check that out. OWE Weekly. You can check it out on OWE's official Facebook page. Also on Nothing Else on .tv. You definitely want to check that out because I think me and Hutch really did that. The whole team did it, man. Like Riddlement, those kids are great. Once again, Paradox doing this thing, and it was amazing. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and do that, man. And man, we got a couple things that we want to talk about, and man, we had to bring on some heavy artillery for this one. We had to bring on a long-time member of the household, and that is King Koup. Nick, how you doing, bro?
I am doing fine.
Good.
Thanks for having me back on, man.
Man, thanks for coming back on, man. I know it's been a while since you've been on, but you've still been following the pod and everything and supporting, and we truly appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I will be a diehard till... Well, I die hard. That's what's going to happen.
Yes, man, and we appreciate it, bro. We really appreciate it. So, man, let's just go ahead and dig right into it. First thing that I wanted to talk about, we'll just kind of graze over this a little bit, just because we had kind of been talking about it, but I kind of threw Hutch for a loop for this one, and apparently there was something going on the WWE Network this weekend, Hutch.
Yeah, there was a thing that I guess it was a not so special.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't special to me because I literally found out about it before about five or so minutes before we went green here. So, yeah, it's what is it? Smackville? Smackville?
Smackville sounds like a Fisher Price playset that WWE licensed for little kids to play with. You know, you have like a little soft John Cena and Braun Strowman that they can just connect to the board. Smackville.
Yep, I like
$40.
I'm with it. It's like those little people that it comes with a barn, and then there's another one you get a city. I know what you're talking about, bro. And then this one could be a wrestling ring, and then it's you got the little John Cena.
Instead of a city bus, it's the tour bus.
The tour bus.
Man, when I was hearing about it, I was thinking smack, sugar smack, give me a smack and I'll smack you back.
Man, now I have a question though. What is it? What was it called again? Smackville.
Smackville.
Yes. Smackville.
Is that adjacent to Jerkoffsville, the Jericho reference? I'm no Magellan, but is that in the vicinity?
I think it's right around there with Jerksonburg.
Ah, that's right. Is that anywhere near Pudknuckle? I have no idea.
It might be. Oh, so this is a thing that happened. Apparently, they call it Smackville. It went down at Nashville. So I guess that's why.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's not clever.
I bet they were proud of that one.
Wow.
Dude, there was a series of matches. And it seemed like, okay, looking at it just looking at the card, because I put the card in front of me, and I'm like, man, this definitely looks like a glorified house show, no doubt.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a glorified house show.
It was. It was. Man, but the people, I don't know how many people went. I don't know the numbers on that, and I'm not even sure if they've been released yet. But it looked like the people who went there got a decent card, but literally it doesn't look like anything happened. They had 1, 2, 3, 4
nothing major is
going
to happen on that show.
Of course not.
Yeah,
no,
they had
nothing.
They fillers.
Had 4. Oh, we know for sure. They had 4 title matches, and not out of 4 title matches, not one title changed hands.
Yeah, of course. The only thing I know about Smackville is that Finn Balor was supposed to face Nakamura.
Yeah.
But Balor is in the hospital with some undisclosed illness.
Yeah.
So he couldn't make it. That's it.
I don't know what that's all about. I'm not sure if that's going to affect his
oh
match
my
in
God,
SummerSlam.
I know what it is.
Oh, what is it?
I know what it is.
What?
Bray Wyatt's using that mandible claw thing, right?
Yeah.
Ricochet got a hold of Bray Wyatt's glove.
Oh, no.
The work is in, fellas.
No. All right, we just got to end the show now. It's over.
Let's
over.
say. I think that's
over.
good
That's
time
it.
to end it right there. There you go.
it's time
5
to
stars.
I'm going to return my shirt.
It's over.
I'm going to unsubscribe from your podcast. That was awful.
You guys didn't. You guys probably didn't hear, but I actually played the outro music to end the show. I actually played it. I played it. No, but okay. So.
Well, good luck segueing out of that one, there, host.
I know, right? Jeez, you gave me a hard one.
You
there,
won't
bro.
find us on Spreaker or Podcast or Apple because we're nowhere now.
There's nothing. So Kofi defeated Dolph Ziggler and Samoa Joe in a triple threat match. I mean, I could have called that a mile away. You've got.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Kofi Kingston is having a fantastic title reign, and I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can. You put him in the ring against two of the best talking losers in the WWE.
Sadly, I agree with you. And I hate to say that about Joe, but...
Me too. Hutch, where you at with that, bro?
Oh, come on, man. You know where I'm at with that, bro. Like, I mean, to echo what King Koup said over there. Like they build Joe up. Joe just does such a magnificent job of sounding and portraying himself as a badass.
He does.
While wearing the exact same pair of shorts that he rocked in his Ring of Honor days.
Man.
He still portrays himself to be a badass. But then he gets beat.
Every time.
All the time.
Every time.
All the time.
I can't take him serious as much as I want to.
I want to,
Which is a shame because he's Samoa Joe.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Like, if this was 2006 and you say, oh, Joe never wins, people are like, are you out of your mind? It's Samoa Joe.
Right. Exactly. It makes zero sense to me. I don't get it. It's Vince, bro. Vince, I think
dude
Vince
fought
just
Necro
don't
Butcher and won. Come on.
Right.
I hate that I can't take Dolph Ziggler or Samoa Joe seriously. I mean, Samoa Joe,
yeah.
I mean the legacy that this guy has, I mean, if I do remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, this dude, I think this is the only cat to ever win the NXT championship at a house show.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep. He beat Balor.
I think it was at a house show.
I think it was at a house show in Massachusetts, I do believe.
Was it in a steel cage, or was that the televised match?
I think it was just a one-on-one match, and they kind of just did it to kind of remind everybody, because you know WWE will do it every so often, maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, maybe longer than that, where they do something completely crazy. Unless the champion is Jinder Mahal, and then they get it off him as fast as possible. Man,
AJ beat Jinder at a non-televised show for the title.
And that was I think that was literally a week before Jinder was supposed to have a title versus title match against Brock Lesnar.
It was, yes.
That is right.
I wonder why Jinder lost.
I know, right? I wonder if it has anything to do with star power.
I think it has something to do with the fact that Brock would have broken Jinder's neck.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we ended up at the end of the day, we ended up getting a fantastic match between Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles out of it, for sure. That match was really good. I remember that match being very good.
Say what you want about Lesnar, the dude can perform.
He can.
Like,
I've said it on this podcast before. A lot of people shit on Lesnar. A lot of people hate on Lesnar, man. And Lesnar is a draw. Lesnar is legitimate.
Oh, he is. He sells his heart out. Vince can tell him to go out there and sell a strong breeze, and Lesnar will flip and flop all over that arena.
Right.
You're correct. Absolutely correct. But people are so negative on him for the reason that I think I understand, and that's this. Lesnar's not going to just sell for anybody.
No, he won't, no.
And he shouldn't.
You're right.
He
It's
shouldn't.
star power. There has to be... Yeah, I mean, he is like raid boss level, like, opponent. Like, he's... You know,
Facts.
Heath Slater's not going to get a decent punch on. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you. There's only a certain amount of people, like, you have to be legit, like, and this is what I'm starting to understand about, like, unspoken rankings, like unspoken codes in wrestling, like unspoken rankings. Like, you have to be taken seriously as a competitor yourself to be able to be taken seriously when you step in the ring with somebody like Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean?
yes.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
just a perfect example of that. I mean, nobody expects like a no way Jose to step into the ring with Brock Lesnar.
No.
Right.
That'd be hilarious. But no, that would never happen.
Right, or Drake Maverick. Oh wow, Drake Maverick, boy, that'd be nasty, wouldn't it?
Oh, that'd be bad.
I think Lesnar would step on him on accident.
I think Lesnar could use Drake Maverick to beat the hell out of everybody else. Like,
hey, he'd be a motherfucker that beating a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Right.
You know what would be funny? Somehow Lesnar gets the 24/7 title, and like R-Truth and Maverick just whomp the shit out of him for that title.
Give him that work. Man, could you imagine Brock Lesnar being the 24/7 champion? Like it would literally take that entire like raid of people that chase Truth and Drake Maverick around to pin him. You know what I mean?
All Lesnar would have to do was just look at him and scream, and they'd back off. Like, no, you can have it. I'm done. Well, no.
Lesnar's chasing them while holding the championship.
Yes, you want this?
Who's gonna take this? Who wants to take this? Oh man! But
did you see the kayfabe news article? What the headline was: to compete with WWE, AEW introduced the 25/8 title.
Yes, I did see that.
Oh God, I love kayfabe news.
Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah.
Man. Shout out to kayfabe news. They're amazing.
For sure.
Love them. So, okay, I think we've given enough time to Smackville because nothing happened that was noteworthy. So let's switch.
We gave more time than Smackville deserved.
No doubt, bro. You're right on the money on that one, no doubt. But let's switch gears a little bit, and this is actually a subject that Hutch came up with, and now that it's kind of forming in my mind, I really want to talk about it, and that was this. Hutch presented me with the topic, and that was this: how long will it be before MJF seriously offends somebody and AEW has to do damage control over the things that he's saying? I think that's an interesting topic, and I'm gonna kick it off with the man who brought it to the table himself, and that is Hutch. Bro, like, how long do you think it'll be, and what do you think the situation will be?
Well, I mean, let me start off by saying that the thing that presented this subject that made the subject pop in my head was there's a recent video. I'm not even sure where it was, but it's MJF standing next to some female like backstage reporter.
Yeah,
and
I've seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, he said something like, "I'm here with Sugar Tits McGee on Whore Island" or some shit like that. I'm like,
yes.
And I'm like, holy shit, this guy, right? So it's like, okay, that kind of talk's gonna piss off somebody in 2019.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys caught MJF on Chris Jericho's podcast, but that was very entertaining. First off, it was like a 60-minute MJF promo. It was just gold. And like, he's talking about how like the main reason he didn't want to go to WWE is because, he don't want to be handed a script.
Yeah.
He don't want to be told what to say. And let's face it, he's going to get that there.
Yeah.
And
MJF wouldn't be able to be himself there either.
Exactly. Precisely.
Yeah.
I mean, with what he's doing, he's got to be all or nothing, man. I mean, it's and he's obviously going with all. But
yeah.
But I mean, this man he actually told stories, man. He's getting this old school heat, fellas. He's getting motherfuckers this pissing in bottles and throwing piss at him.
Dang, that's
like,
old school heat, bro.
Old school 70s heat, bro.
How mad do you have to be to go, you know what? I'll show you. Unzip, unbuckle, pull down, open cap, insert piss, readjust, and then throw. That is anger.
Well,
okay.
See, it's funny you mentioned that because I do believe they actually brought that up on the show. Like, Jericho was like, how mad does somebody got to be to, like, actually, like, whip their dick out? And just be like, you know what?
Yes.
I ain't even got this piss saved. I got to piss, but I'm going to pee now so I can throw it at you. Like that's ridiculous.
I have never been that mad at somebody.
No,
not ever.
Never in my life have I been like, oh my, I'm just so mad, but I got to throw my piss at you. like Nobody's made me that mad. But yeah, like he's talking about this, so it's like, okay, he's drawing this old school like nuclear heat. He don't give any fucks about anybody if anybody likes him. None.
No fucks, bro.
So yeah, his field of fucks are barren. He does not care. So which brings me to the next question. It's like, okay, you give this man a live microphone. As they say, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
Yeah.
So the man's going to go out there and he's going to lay out some, drop some bombs, so to speak.
Yep.
And somebody's going to get mad.
Oh, yeah.
What's AEW going to do? Are they going to tell him they got to die? He's got to dial it down? Do they push back against the individual? Talk about it's just a show. Y'all need to calm the fuck down. What do they do?
That's a good question, man. That's the biggest question.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna throw in there like Michael, when we went to MLW, he had somebody so mad that this dude was jumping the fence. This dude was jumping the gate. Like, this dude really goes there, bro.
Ready to fight. Dude was ready to fight.
Yes. This dude is straight up. Okay, let me go ahead and paint this picture for you a little bit, Koup. I'm gonna paint this picture for you a little bit. This dude is in Chicago, okay? Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, Chicago. We all know Chicago is one of the murder capitals of the world. We all know that. We all three of us know that.
It does not take much for that statistic to go up there either.
Right. Like everybody's shooting. Somebody sneezes wrong and somebody's shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
This dude is in Chicago, a ruckus Chicago crowd. Not only are they shooting off guns like they're at a freaking Trump rally or something. Like not only that, but this is one of the most raucous crowds in professional wrestling in Chicago. Like, seriously. And this dude is sitting over here talking shit to people and straight turning his back on them and walking away. But somehow, some way, no matter all the smoke this dude is bringing, he walked in with that scarf and he left with the scarf. Nobody was snatching his chain. Nobody snatching his chain. Killing. So this dude.
If he doesn't use that as like a shirt slogan. Walk in with the scarf, walk out with the scarf. He's losing money. That's genius.
That's my point, bro. Is that he's here for all the smoke, no matter what. Like I've even not heard him, but I've seen him on his social media saying that he don't care about social justice warriors. He don't give a damn about them. Like he's coming for the smoke, bro. So this is an interesting topic. Where are you at on it, Koup?
So okay. The one question Hutch brought up, what does AEW do? I think it depends on who gets offended.
Yeah.
If it's a fan or someone not in the business, they won't give a shit. They're like, you paid your money, shut up.
Yeah.
If it's another big-name wrestler, then they're doing damage control. Like, I give him about a year or so into AEW is like when it explodes.
Yeah.
Before he does something to piss off some independent wrestler who's maybe not so familiar with MJF.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that point he'll think, and rightfully so, I'm MJF. Everyone knows who I am because everyone does at this point.
Yeah.
But there are some people. But he'll say something to indie guy 92,
yeah,
and 92 will get mad, and then go to Cody or the Bucks or Omega or whoever's actually in charge,
right,
and demand yo, he called my mama fat. She ain't fat. So I don't know what they'll do then. Probably tell the indie guy yo, take a hike. MJF's more important.
Yeah, because he's priority right now.
Because he is.
He's on demand.
I'm not the biggest MJF fan. I'm not.
Really? No,
it's
you're
not
allowed
about
to have
his
an
character,
opinion, bro. Yeah.
No, it's not about his character. Is great.
Yeah.
It's his in-ring ability.
Oh, okay. He is limited. He's a little limited.
But he's getting better. He is getting better. Like he looks the part now. A couple years ago, he was just kind of like he hit the gym maybe once or twice kind of look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now he looks like a wrestler.
Yeah.
But even I will admit, the dude is on fire right now.
Oh, for sure. And you wanna go with that. You want to go with that. Hutch, you want to chime in?
Exactly.
Well, the thing that I would think that is going to make AEW possibly even need to do more damage control specifically to MJF is sponsors.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. What's he going to do on TV? Because you can't tell a whole crowd of people, "Oh, your mom swallows" on TNT.
Facts. You're right about that. I have no disagreements there. But you want to. But here's the thing, though. Like, I don't even think MJF should be coming out and cutting those scathing promos on a weekly basis. Like, I think
save those for special occasions.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, let him come out there and maybe like give him like a minute or two on the mic a night or something like that. But at some point, like, people are gonna start like people, because it's the pro wrestling community. It's the internet wrestling community. They're gonna start finding cracks in whatever it is. They do it all the time.
Yep.
People are gonna start.
Heaven forbid we just enjoy a thing.
And oh God, we can't just enjoy a thing. Of course not. But my point is, people are going to start criticizing his in-ring ability, and at some point, he's going to have to start proving himself in the ring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think MJF looked pretty damn good in that ladder match we saw at the end. MLW show.
He is winning me over. He is like I when he first got big, I'm like, this guy's just an indie Miz. I don't want. Yeah. Now I'm not saying that anymore. I get it now, but I just wish he was a bit more than just a generic bully in the ring.
Right.
Give him time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's the next point that I was about to get to, is that we definitely have to give him time, because we have to consider that he didn't start training until 2015. He's still young in this business.
This guy's brand new.
Yeah.
He's brand new.
And that...
I didn't realize that till like a week ago. I'm like, oh, never mind. Okay, I'll give him all the time in the world.
Exactly, 2015.
And that right there is why I think this man is just going to be incredible in this game, because, as you said, he's been in this game for 3 years, and he's drawn heat and rolling as a heel like he's been in it for over 20. Like, this man...
Yeah, he is a natural.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just... I think he's just... And like I said, I never want to meet this guy. I never want to meet him, because I think it's him.
That's the real him. Yeah, the real him, yeah.
So, he has to have a nice side to him, otherwise nobody would do anything with him.
Yeah.
True.
You see it all the time. Like, you see it all the time that you don't even see how some of these wrestlers truly are until after their career's over, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, he's one of the nicest guys in the business," and it's like, I never would have imagined so and so was nice. He didn't look nice. So it's got to be deep down, deep backstage. He's showing his respect and honor to everybody. Because I'll tell you this much: did you guys hear him on Stone Cold's podcast?
A little bit of it.
Dude, there's no way that was a shoot. There's no way he's coming to Steve Austin's house and throwing water in his own house.
I heard the end. I heard the end when he refused to leave, and for once, I actually enjoyed a Stone Cold podcast.
Oof.
He's a bit long-winded. I'm sorry.
Shots fired.
Plus,
shots fired.
Dude, I've
like
noticed
Stone Cold's gonna care what I say.
But here's another thing that I'll say about Stone Cold.
That guy's making fun of me? I'll get him.
Here's another thing I'll say about Stone Cold's podcast is that, like, I would, like, for, like, weeks and weeks, I was looking for some fresh content, and for weeks and weeks, he was putting out, like, old interviews that I'd already heard, and I was like, come on. Like, I want to hear, and like, I know, like, Taz does it, like, from time to time, but even today, Taz put out a new podcast, like, and I know that Stone Cold, like, I know that he's got a quota that he has to meet. I kind of, obviously, me and Hutch kind of know how the podcast game works now, and that when you're contracted with
Radio One or one of those companies that are podcast companies, you have to have a certain number of podcasts that you put out a week to fulfill your contractual obligations.
Wait,
and I think go ahead.
Same with sponsors. Colt Cabana is stopping his Art of Wrestling podcast, but he can't stop it until like December because of sponsor commitments.
He's stopping?
He's stopping.
Why?
He wants to get back into wrestling, like actually wrestling again. He doesn't have doesn't have time for both anymore.
Okay, that's cool. I got no problem with
that.
He
says he's not going away forever, but the weekly show is going to stop eventually in like the next 5 or 6 months.
Okay, that's fair.
Which that's huge. Like, he's been doing this for 10 years,
time.
Longer than that.
Dude, he's considered to be one of the godfathers of pro wrestling podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a big, like when you told me that was almost kind of like the needle hitting the record. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, I didn't hear about this. I don't know how that passed me. That's crazy. Well, I understand though, because he wants to get back. He wants to do the wrestling thing full time. There's a big difference between talking about wrestling and actually stepping in that ring. So I respect it. I'm cool with it.
Yes.
No issue whatsoever. So swerving back in to the MJF thing, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it for a little bit. My opinion is this. I think that if he says something too out of hand, I think what they need to do is possibly address it, but you can't take away, first off, one big no-no for me, don't have MJF out there apologizing for the shit that he's saying. Because as soon as he starts apologizing for the shit that he's saying, then that filter is
done.
He's done. The filter's on and he's done. He can't be out there apologizing for shit. If you want the company to apologize for the things that he says, that's fine. But then flip it around, I think, the next week and turn it into a story and say something like, have him out there saying, oh, well, the company apologizes, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Or have him come out and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you're a whole bunch of candy asses or whatever. You know what?
Yeah. That's my opinion on it. What do you think about that, Hutch? Go ahead and chime in on that about him not apologizing, because I don't think he should be apologetic. But if the company wants to, I think that's the way that you could go.
Yeah, I'm definitely with that. I echo the sentiment of the minute that MJF apologizes for anything, that character's done.
Yeah.
So, because again, that's his shtick. He says whatever he wants to say. No fucks given.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can see them doing that. That would actually be a good way to do it. Be like, all right, the company apologizes, but you know what? I don't. You guys are soft. You guys shouldn't get offended so easily. Candy asses, as it were.
Yep.
Whatever.
He should never turn face.
No.
Never.
I agree.
Never.
No. That's no.
He can't.
He's a heel. He's a heel, bro. That's a lifetime heel right there.
There are some people who are forever faces, and some people who are forever heels. He is forever heel.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. No, you're not going to get any sort of disagreements from me on that one. There's a very few crop of talent that should stay in one lane. Like for me, that forever babyface that always comes on my mind, which I think he did have a very short heel run, but Rey Mysterio.
Yes, forever face.
That's a forever babyface.
He's too marketable. He's too likable.
Yeah.
He can't. I believe he was a heel when he lost the mask and he was part of the something radicals or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like with Conan and.
Yep.
Yes, and Man, without that mask, it's literally like, hey, whose kid wandered out there?
Facts, bro. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
If that dude walked in, I'm carting for cigarettes.
Yeah. Like back then. Nowadays, it's like, oh, okay, you're obviously just a short man, but.
If you in the face, he looks like a young kid. Like I remember.
10. He looks 10.
Yes. That's the facts. That's the
facts.
Go ahead.
When I shave, I look 12. Like I just have the cherub face. So that's. I get it. It sucks.
Yeah. But luckily for him, he's in that lucha libre where you know the mask is honor. You know what I mean? Like so, you can literally catch him wearing that mask out in public, like on a regular, and it's okay. You know what I mean?
So okay, you know Excalibur does commentary for AEW.
Yes.
How much do you regret? How much do you think he regrets, like choosing to wear a mask all the time? Because it has to be hot.
It's gotta be. So what's does anybody know a story behind why this guy wears a mask? Because I gotta be honest, I don't.
Oh, Excalibur used to be a wrestler, and he just wore a mask. He was one of the just indie guy in a mask.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Okay.
He started PWG along with Super Dragon and like 5 other like California indie guys. That's why it's in Southern California. It does not move. It stays there.
Yeah, it's never there. I mean, it's never anywhere else. Which obviously it's working, but also it's an attraction too. Because if you're a wrestling fan in LA, you're gonna want to catch a PWG show. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, it's a dream of mine to go to a BOA.
Ooh,
like the full weekend of a BOA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because that is the super show to see. I guess yeah.
Man, I would want to see that. We'll have to figure something out with that at some time because I would definitely like to do that, no doubt.
That'd be cool if you guys went there. Just saying.
Hey, who knows? You never know. With the way that everything's working in your house, you never know where we might show up. So
I was gonna say, you guys have been doing this for 6 months, and you guys already have a weekly show that's been being sponsored by an actual promotion.
Yeah. Yep.
The hell.
And they love us. They love us, and we love them. OWE Weekly, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment.
When you announce that, I'm like, is this Bizarro World? Like, this is awesome. What?
Yeah, man, next level stuff. And speaking of next level stuff, how's that for a segue? Our last topic, another fantastic topic brought up by my man Hutch, and that is this. Last week, some news broke, gentlemen, and members of the household as well, and that is this, and that's that AEW, that's All Elite Wrestling, has announced that they will officially be on Wednesday nights starting October 2nd. And that's going to be that's going to be in Washington D.C. That's going to start this huge, this huge surge. I mean, it's going to be here, and everything that we've been talking about for the last 6 months is going to really be ramping up and coming to fruition. And Hutch brought up a fantastic point, and that is this: with AEW now coming on Wednesday nights on TNT starting October 2nd, and of course, possibly, arguably, in my personal opinion, the hottest brand in WWE, NXT. It's going to be going head-to-head with NXT, and he brought up a great question, and that is this, and I'm going to start it out with Koup on this one. With AEW coming to Wednesday nights, do you think that with them going head-to-head with NXT, do you think that Mr. McMahon, Vince, VKM is going to step down to that level, that NXT level, and try to take control of NXT? And if that happens, what do you see for the future of NXT? Let's start with you, Koup.
I don't think he will at first. I think at first he'll trust Hunter to do what he's been doing.
Yeah.
And if AEW is as big as everyone thinks it's going to be,
yeah,
I think, when you give like a new employee or like a younger child something to do and they don't get it right the first few minutes,
yeah,
and you get frustrated and you snatch it and do it yourself, I think that's what Vince is going to do.
Yeah, I can see that.
And he'll be like, okay, I leave. He's like, okay, I know this is yours, but we're up against actual competition. Hunter, I'm trusting you. And then when things aren't going Vince's specific way, he'll take over.
Ooh, so you think he
so
will
like
take over?
If he, because Vince is nuts. Like, we love the man, we hate the man, he's crazy.
Yeah, yep.
I think he'll have a specific idea in mind of how he wants the war, quote unquote, to go. And when he won't go his way, he'll step in.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. Hutch, you wanted to chime in. What do you think, man? And we'll get back to you. Koup, because I wanted to ask you another question. But what do you think as far as, do you think that he will take the reins October 2nd? Do you think that he will let some time pass? Or do you think that Vince won't touch it at all? Hutch, where you at on that, bro?
I think it's going to be a little bit of time. I think it's going to be we'll wait. Vince will wait and see what the ratings are.
Yeah.
See what kind of numbers they're pulling.
Yeah.
And because I think their guy on the inside, Mr. 7-Star Meltzer, is putting out the number, which I think he's kind of sandbagging a little bit with it.
Yeah.
But he's claiming that the first premiere show is going to pull 500,000 viewers, and I'm like, come on, they're going that's low. That's like low impact numbers. They're going to pull more than that on their debut show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really low.
And I know why he's doing it. He wants to say a low number, that way when they bust out that 2 million or 2.5 or whatever it is they end up doing, they'd be like, oh, they far surpassed our expectations. AEW's awesome. Blah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
And again, I'm an AEW fan, but let's face it, Dave could be a little bit biased. But yeah, I don't think that Vince will get involved until AEW is smacking the ratings. You know what I mean? If they start pulling 3.5s and 4s, if they start pulling double of what Raw is pulling,
yeah,
then Vince is going to go, okay. And then he's going to come into NXT and he's going to fuck it all up.
Yep.
Then it's going to come Vince McMahon's NXT.
Yep.
Ooh.
And
brought to you by Skittles or whatever the sponsor that week is.
It'll be Burger King, because for the last couple weeks it's been Burger King. They've been raping the Burger King advertisements. My God.
Yeah, it's been all about the Burger King lately.
The only thing I will say that might but will give NXT the edge in that is that NXT's on the streaming service. You can watch it whenever.
Yeah.
But I've actually heard scuttlebutt. I don't know if this is true, but you know how Fox has like not like their main channel, like sub channels, like different variations of Fox or whatever. There's talks that they're going to put NXT on one of those Fox channels as well.
I heard about that. I heard that.
I like that.
I heard that they might put NXT on Fox Sports 1.
There you go. That's it.
I did hear that. Ooh, if they did that, that could be a power play right there. That's how. That could be a power play.
Yeah, that'll be Vince going, all right, I'll show you.
Right, exactly. Hutch, go ahead, bro. You were saying something.
But that channel doesn't really get out to nearly as many households as TNT does.
No, it doesn't. You're correct on that.
Very true.
So they're kind of gimped in that department, and they would have to kind of reshuffle some things a little bit. I think once this happens, and this isn't a slight on the NXT talent that's there, with the likes of Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, and all that, they got an amazing roster there. But I bet we start seeing some quote unquote main roster talent making appearances there too.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh yeah. Yep. They're gonna have to, man. If I gotta sit up there and watch Undertaker in an NXT ring, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm done.
His entrance would take up the entire hour of NXT.
Man, for real.
Facts.
For real. That's facts right there. So let me ask you guys this question, and I'm gonna start it out with Hutch. If they do that, if these plans do happen, do you think there might be a chance that NXT could go to 2 hours? Hutch, go ahead.
Yes, I do. Especially if this network thing happens. Yeah. And I think they could still. If Triple H can do a 2-hour show. NXT could be a 2-hour show easily.
Yeah.
If they try the 3 hours thing, no, that's a bad idea.
Weekly wrestling should not be longer than 2 hours.
No, never. I don't care how much money you're getting, because like it stretches out your product too thin.
Yeah.
And that's all. Like, I love wrestling. All three of us love wrestling.
Yeah.
It is hard to sit and watch 3 hours of Raw every Monday because you get bored. Even if Raw is great, you're still just sitting there.
Yep.
You want to look at your phone or on your computer or play a game, not just, oh, look, Roman Reigns is saying this is his yard again.
Yeah.
Like, 2 hours is the right amount of time. You don't need any more. An hour's too short because then you got to cram like all this stuff into like just a small handful of minutes.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're right, man. You're right, and that's the thing. Like, I miss the days of them really leaving us with hooks. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're gonna see. I think that's more what we're gonna see when AEW ramps up in October. And they've kind of already done it with their, kind of weird, kind of bi-monthly, kind of monthly, but also kind of bi-monthly in a way. Their shows, they've been leaving hooks after every show.
I remember there was one Raw. It was Michaels feuding with Stone Cold, and Michaels had China and Triple H holding Stone Cold, and Michaels going to like bash Stone Cold on the head with a chair, and then the show stopped, and I was hooked. I got to watch next week.
Yep.
Are they still going to be like in that position next week? They better be, because I want to know what happens.
Right.
But you don't get that anymore.
No, you don't. They're giving you too much. They're giving you too much, and they're not leaving anything for the imagination, especially on Monday Night Raw. That 3 hours just drags, bro.
Well, what gets me on Raw is they, and we say it on here, countless times, let stuff breathe.
Yeah.
Like, they had a segment with, like, Bray Wyatt and Mick Foley, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it was that terrifying, ominous scene where, like Bray Wyatt popped up out of nowhere and rah, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, move right on to the next segment. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Let's talk about our sponsors and let's go to this backstage. They're not like, they don't let stuff breathe. And they have time.
They sure do. It goes back to poor structure of the show. I mean, that it's just like, if you structure the show well, like, I think that me and you, Hutch, have a ground floor to kind of speak on this a little bit, because we have to structure a podcast and make sure that things flow properly. Then we have to structure In Your House, the talk show, and make sure that stays entertaining for the time that it's that we've been that we are allotted or that we've allotted ourselves. And then we have to do the same thing with OWE Weekly, and I gotta say, I think we've been doing a good job. So it really goes to the structure of the show and just following. If you're writing down a script, you don't have to sit up there and write a full script for somebody to talk and say. Just put bullet points and give them a time frame and understand how much time you want for each segment, and just work with that. I feel like that's something they used to do, and maybe they don't do it anymore in WWE, because it seems like everything's just everywhere.
They don't let the talent. I mean, exactly like you said. Like, give the bullet points. Let the talent write the show. I mean, as far as like the promos and that kind of thing goes,
yeah.
Let them know the direction that they're needing to go, and let them go out there and do it. It's flight or fall, man.
If any wrestler worth his salt can do that, like, that's what they have to do.
Yeah, that's your job.
I need to hit these 3 points. I got 10 minutes to say this. Let's go. That's
facts.
I mean, that is their job. I hate to sound like a know-it-all idiot here, but that is their job. That part, and then go out in the ring and bleed for 25 minutes.
Right.
Well, I mean, and it's like this. It's like, okay, if, and this is all, and again, I'm saying this as a fan. I've said it before. I've never taken a bump. I've done nothing when it comes to any of that. I know nothing about the travel. But it's your job. If you're not good at it on the independent level, like the like the lower level indies and that kind of thing, that's one thing. But if you're in the WWE, I don't care. I don't care where you rank. I don't care if you're running after R-Truth trying to get that 24/7 championship, or you're challenging against Brock Lesnar. You should be able to carry at least a 5-minute segment on television by yourself.
Yeah. No, thank you, Hutch. That's exactly. Like, if you're on any major televised wrestling promotion, Impact, MLW, WWE, AEW coming up, you should be able to carry at least a 5-minute promo by yourself.
Right. Easy. And for those people out there on the indies and all that stuff, yeah, you might stumble through it, but that's what the indies are for. You're learning, you're honing your craft, you're perfecting your art for when you get to those big shows, so you can do that 5-minute promo without stumbling all over yourself.
That's it. Yep, you said it. You said it, Hutch. You're right. That's what the indies are for you to hone your... You said it, bro. Everything that you said, and you're right. If you get to that point, I mean, at some point, when is it, like, when are you taking responsibility? You know what I mean? Like if you're like, okay, at my job, I'm expected to know how to do certain things, and if I don't know how to do it, then guess what? You know what I mean? I don't have a job if I can't consistently do it. If you cannot consistently put on at least a 5-minute promo, that's not, I don't think that's that, I mean, yes, in the moment it might seem like a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, 5 minutes is not that long to try to get your point across speaking. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like, as if you're on that side, if you are, being a professional wrestler, being an artist, you should want that. You should crave that. You should be like, yes, give me that 5 minutes because I'm going to own every single second of it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Get my voice out.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. I want that 5 minutes to become 15 minutes at some point, like that. Like
right.
I want that. I want that type of hunger. I want that type of hunger from the wrestlers that I watch, from the wrestlers that I follow. I don't want them to be like, oh dang, I got to cut a 5-minute promo tonight. Then, bro, put the microphone down, unlace your boots, and you know what I mean, leave the arena because, bro, I'm sorry, and I'm not, and I don't mean any disrespect. I truly don't. I mean no disrespect, but I'm nobody, bro. I am absolutely nobody. And I went out there and I stepped in front of a crowd for maybe about 10 minutes and cut that long of a promo and kept their attention. Now I know that that's on a very minor scale. I mean, definitely, you know what I mean? I'm still cutting my teeth. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. I know that. But when you get to the big leagues and you can't cut a 5-minute promo, I'm questioning you. You know, I'm going to question you. I'm going to. It just is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yep. Yeah.
So this has been a great episode, guys. But there's one last thing I wanted to talk about. I'm about to break a little news. I got a little news to break, guys.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Yep. I love doing this. I only get a chance to do it every now and again. I think I've only out of 106 episodes, I think I've only done this twice. So I get a chance to do this again. And that breaking news is this. Tenille Dashwood, also known, formerly known as Emma in NXT and WWE, she has signed with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yep. News literally just broke.
Okay.
See, this is interesting because Impact Wrestling is not the joke it once was.
No, it's not. It is not the joke it once was. It is not.
Like that. That's awesome.
That's good.
That is awesome.
Great pickup. That's a great pickup for them. People forget. Like, I think a lot of, like, especially like people that only watch WWE. You know, God bless their souls. But people.
Bless your hearts. God love you.
Oh, he's trying. No.
But people that only watch the WWE, they have forgotten, like, how good Dashwood. Well, they knew her as Emma, but how Dashwood is in the ring, and that girl can go in the ring. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where are you at on the signing, Hutch? What's your thoughts on it, bro?
I'm good with it, man. I just wish Impact had more of an outreach to people. But I do love their product lately. They have been really doing some really good stuff for about the last, I'd say at least a year.
Yep.
I think when they let Sami Callihan kind of like take over for a while, I think that was when they broke through the like shell they had formed around themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. And like some of the people that they have overseeing it right now, kind of know their shit. You know what I mean? So
the era of Dixie Carter and LOL TNA is dead. Like,
for
it's
sure.
dead.
It's
And it's no longer cool to clown on them and hate them or anything like that because you're just
any
making
promotion that
yourself
has Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. in it, you cannot laugh at.
No,
Facts.
I agree. I agree
it's a
with
law.
that. Yep, you can't. I say it like this: like the comparison that I make for Impact these days, Impact is like pro wrestling's No Man's Sky.
You know what? I can't argue that.
No debate.
It still has a long way to go, but it is improved greatly.
Yep, that's my point.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
So, I think that was a great signing for Impact. I mean, the talent that these guys already have. I mean, if you guys out there in the household didn't check out last week's episode with Ace Austin, go back and check that out. That was a great episode. He's signed exclusively to Impact. He also does some work with MLW, but I'm pretty sure there's an arrangement in place there, which is good. Gets him more work, and he deserves it. He's a fantastic talent. But my point in to say that is to say this, is that Impact is, like you guys said, not the joke that it once was, and you have to take Impact seriously. It sucks that they're playing from behind as much as they are, but this was definitely a step in the right direction, and I don't think Impact is ready to give it up yet.
What Hutch said is, I think, their biggest detriment is they're not easily available to most people. Like, I don't get the channel that Impact is on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep, me neither.
I have to
I don't
catch
even know
everything
what
through
channel
clips.
they're on.
I know they used to be on Pop something. I'm sure that's different. I know they were on Universal. I'm sure that's not it now. They're exclusively playing on refrigerator screens now. That's the channel they're on. The little screens on refrigerators now that like you can plug your smartphone into. That's it. That's all.
I'm about to go to H&H Greg and I'm about to watch some Impact.
There you go. Yes.
Impact is only on the Nickelodeon app.
Oh God.
It's on after Rugrats.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good back-to-back combo right there. Rugrats followed by Impact. Let's go. I'm with it. I'm here for that, for real.
Taking it home with Doug.
Man.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Yes. Throw in some throw in some Angry Beavers and throw in some All Real Monsters.
Well, I don't know if we need
I
any
was just
Angry
going to say All
Beavers.
Real Monsters. Dude, I used to love that show when I was a youngin'.
Oh yes. Oh man. I got it. Now I got to show my kids All Real Monsters. That was the show, man. I love that show. I really did. I
was all about the Rocco's Modern Life. That was my
I love that
shit.
too.
I love Rocco's Modern Life.
Yes, that was
That
the
man,
show.
that man talking about laundry day is a very dangerous day.
Just hey.
What?
How was he the most chill wallaby with the worst luck ever?
Man, that man couldn't ever win.
Man, he couldn't
My
get.
favorite character was Filbert because I related to him so much.
Oh my gosh, dude had
Turn the page, wash
anxiety
your hands.
before I knew what anxiety was.
I so related to him, and I didn't know why.
Man,
Yes,
he's like,
and as an adult, you're like, oh, I get Filbert now. Yeah.
this dude was like, first you turn
Yeah,
the
life's
page,
terrible.
then you wash your hands, then you turn the page, then you wash your
The
hands.
page.
Dude was a germaphobe, but hey man, I can't even like Filbert. It don't matter how much anxiety he had. It don't matter how much of a kind of like a recluse, as it were. Like, it doesn't matter. Hey man, he still got him a dime piece though. He married him a dime piece. She was a doctor and shit.
She did have hooks for hands.
She did have
that.
That was true. That's true.
I wonder, did she have other attachments, or is it just hooks?
I think it was just
You know.
a hook. No, bro, her mama had like
Okay.
2 hooks for hands. Trust me, I watched a lot of Rocco.
I did too. I was going to go deeper, but I realized we're on a wrestling show and not a Rocco's Modern Life podcast. So
True that. It was Dr. Hutchison. That's who it was. It was Dr. Hutchison.
Yes.
I was trying to remember her name.
What a hack.
she was the dentist.
Oh my gosh! Oh, but are you related, Hutch?
That's purely speculation.
Oh man, but man, we didn't went off the tracks. This was a great episode, so we got to reel this thing in and bring it on home. And you guys already know what time it is. We're gonna start it off with my man Koup. If there's anything that you want to plug, bro, go ahead and plug away, my friend.
No,
riveting.
I got nothing. Other than support local wrestling promotions. That's what I'll plug. Go to your local indie show, buy a shirt, buy a DVD, cheer the bad guys, cheer the good guys, boo the bad guys, buy some popcorn. There you go.
Hey, fair enough. I agree with that, so I can't really argue.
Vote for me in 2020.
There you go. Hutch, you already know what time it is, bro. Go ahead and plug away, my friend.
How the hell can I follow that? He put over the popcorn stand. Shit, I can't fucking top. I can't top that.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, you guys can follow me on the Twitter at Hutch IYH, and also you guys can follow me on the Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. So I have two social medias I'm going to neglect now. So yeah, you guys can follow me on the Instagram at Hutch in Your House, and that's spelled just like the show.
Yep.
So give me a follow, and I'm gonna try to post, I guess, random pictures of memes and video game stuff, and probably food that I eat. I guess that's what Instagram does.
That's the
so,
Instagram
yeah.
thing.
I don't mean to be mean, but Hutch in Your House sounds like the name of like a horror movie.
Well,
Guys,
see, you're stepping on my
in your
gimmick,
house.
bro. I had this whole big thing set up for October, and then you went and spoiled it. Thanks, Koup. You're never going to be on the show ever again, you dick. Anyway, you guys, follow me. Follow the stalker on the Instagram. Hutch in Your House. Protect your neck.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
guys, thank you very much for tuning in. You know the drill, regardless of what side you're on, what you watch, what you choose to believe in, whatever it is you do. We are one. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
We are one. Of course, one of the great slogans of the show from my man, Mikey Hutch. Guys, thanks for coming on as usual. Nick, thanks for coming on. And we had I know we had a blast with you, man, and you're welcome to come on anytime you want, bro.
Whenever you want me back, just let me know.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Guys, this was another great episode, but that is just what we do. We give you that work. So, let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Check us out. October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are the official podcast of the entire event, and if you can't make it, but we really want you to make it, you can check it out on Fight TV with your boy Khan and Jason Saint on commentary. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Guys, check out OWE Weekly as me and Hutch grind it out and talk about one of the hottest professional wrestling promotions coming out of Shanghai, China. Guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because household, we going strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.